Oh boy. Like, what have you done to us, Daddy? What have you done to us? It's the killer kayak. You're on the mighty Trinity River. Be careful, babies. Be careful. Settle it down. Learn your balance, sweeties. Learn your balance. Good afternoon, folks. Lester here, and today I am going to be keeping a promise that I made to you all, and I will be building our goats a playground. Yeah, that's right. You heard me correctly. I told you guys a while back that it was in my intentions to build a goat playground. However, I'm not going to do it the way that you think I'm going to do it. No. Listen, I grew up very poor, and I have found ways to entertain my boys, my family, my nephews by using things that you can find around the house. And so today I shall be building a goat playground using things I can find around the farm. We're not going to run off and spend lots of money on spindles and tires and all the things that you guys are suggesting. Great ideas, and that's wonderful for those folks. But this is going to be a do-it-yourselfer type project, goat playground, using all of the materials from right here at Longhorn Lester's. Y'all join me. You're not going to want to miss this. Also, you keep the heavy weight as low to the ground as possible. So if the weight of the front end loader does go down to the ground, it only has that load that far to lower. If I have it high and it drops, it could slingshot me off. I don't know if this is Carl or Tat. I will find out soon enough. If he shows aggression, it would be Carl. But no, it seems to be Tat, which is fine. We're not worried about Tat. Don't know where Carl's at. You're not come over here showing me any aggression, sir. We're going to circle around and grab that other chunk of hay on that far back side. So this hay is quite a bit smaller than the first roll, and it's not near as heavy. All right, I'm going to come in with Tat again. He's not my concern. My concern is who's walking up over here, which is Carl. We want to keep Carl away. Tat's going to walk out, and that's fine. But I do want to close Carl off in here so he cannot bother us. Jamie's screaming. What? It's just Tat. Jamie's upset because Tat's out. It's just Tat. This is what I mean by that slingshot effect. Hold on. A lot of folks don't understand what I mean by the slingshot effect. This here is the slingshot effect. There's what happens when you put too much of a heavy load on the front of your tractor and you don't have enough weight on the back to counterbalance it, and it can absolutely pull your entire back wheels off the ground. And if you're not careful, if your weight in the front comes down fast enough, and it'll push the back over, and a lot of tractor operators are slung over the top of the tractor. Very scary, very scary. But I was moving slow. All right, so many of you guys have probably seen in different videos that I have a few scrap piles of lumber here and there. I'm going to collect this this is a 4x6 post, but I want you to notice something. It's been warped. It is very warped. It can never be used for anything in construction. And so I'm going to absolutely take it up to the goat playground, and we will be using this for something. I don't know what yet. It's going to all come together later. Now, what I also have hidden in some of the mud and the muck around this old hay pile are these broken pieces of 2x12s, it looks like. I may be in a lot of trouble for this one, but friends, I don't use it. I don't use it. I thought I would use it, and I don't. And it sits here, and it sits here. So what goat would not love to have a kayak to jump on? Now listen, if I choose to use it, I know where it's at. And it might as well sit over there to be played on than to sit here and do nothing. All right, you guys are not the type to judge, correct? You're not going to judge. I'm a little bit, well, you can tell that I've confused Starla. Starla has no idea how this playground works. She doesn't know where to even start, maybe because we're not finished yet. So this is only the preliminary stages, but I will say we have the kayak who's going to be suspended, the suspended kayak. Yes, the suspended kayak. I'm going to come by and cut all this string off so as no one gets themselves tangled up in it. So we have the suspended kayak, and that'll be a whole lot of fun. We have this plank that's going to go from this roll of hay, this old hay, to that roll of old hay. I'm going to tack it into this post over here. It'll be fine. I don't want it to ever fall from there, so I need to come by and put something in the ground, some kind of a post to hold it in place so it can't ever fall. The goats will, here's what I'm hoping the goats will do, and I don't know what the goats will do until I watch them actually have a chance to experiment and play around, but I do believe they will enjoy the suspended kayak. They're going to jump up on there, and it's going to rock and roll back and forth. They're going to love trying to hold on to that. At some point, they will jump up onto the hay. There's a couple of spots they can reach and climb. When they get to the top of the hay, they'll be able to walk along the plank. They may walk the entire plank to the other roll of hay, or they may just jump off into the kayak and just have all kinds of fun. We don't know yet what will happen over here. You know what we could do? We could let's take Finnegan and put Finnegan up and see what he does. Finnegan, you're going to be our guinea pig. Guys, all right, Starlet is going to test out the kayak. Find your balance, sweetie. Find your balance, baby. You got to find your balance. Starlet is only good on the kayak if I hold her. She's completely fine if I hold her. But besides that, it's a little wobbly. She's not real sure about this. Well, speak of the devil, looky here. We got some babies walking over. Come here, little ones. You want to try something out? I want to show y'all the new playground. Y'all come look at your new playground. I hope you like it. Come on, I'll show you how to use it. So these are the babies. These are Tilly's babies. There's Tilly way over there in the pasture. Tilly is way over in the pasture, and she's left her babies here with Starlet and Finn. All right, you guys come try out this playground. You're looking at our wobbly kayak. That's called the wobbly kayak. It's wobbly. It's wobbly. I'm warning you, it's very wobbly. Now, it cannot flip all the way over, but it can swing. Guys, he's plenty big to jump and play. Now, let's see if he transfers. I'm going to cut this string off. Not to worry about that. Well, come on over here. How about you try the plank of death? This is the plank of death. Try out the plank of death. Stand up on it. Stand up on the plank of death. There you go. Oh, boy. This is the plank of death, and he does really good here. Come try out the plank of death. All right. So he's like, okay, so what do I do here? Jump to the hay. Go to the hay. There you go. Go to the hay, Greg. All right, Greg. Now you're getting somewhere, Greg. I think you've learned. All right, now, Greg, you can either climb down or you can walk along the plank again, the plank of death. That death kind of scares me. I just think I'll just stay here and eat. You need some helpers, Greg. I need y'all to come help Greg show him his way around. All right, start with the wobbly, the rickety. Oh, yeah, this is the rickety boat. The rickety boat. Greg, look at the rickety boat. Starla, don't, Starla. Leave her alone. Oh no, baby, it's a rickety boat. It's a rickety boat, sweetie. Be so careful in that rickety boat. Greg, just settle it down, Greg. Hold on a minute. I'm watching. Oh, Kelly Ann's in a rickety boat. Oh boy. Starla, couldn't you show her how to do it? Come here. Hey. Teddy. Teddy. I need you to join, Teddy. Join. Walk the plank, Kelly Ann. Walk the plank, sweetie. Too scary? Too scary for her too. On the kayak. The killer kayak. Yeah, we'll call this a killer kayak. I'm going to try out this killer kayak. You like the killer kayak? The rickety canoe? Look out, you're going to flip it. You're going to flip it, Greg. You're going to flip it, sir. It can't flip, y'all. It can only lean to one side. This playground sucks. Tilly has come to make sure it's safe enough for her babies. I did cut off that string that was hanging there, so that can't get in anyone's way and tangle anybody up. It's not a back scratcher, sweetie. It's not made to be a back scratcher. She's like, it seems safe enough for the challenging, for the brave of heart, for those who like to challenge it. And Greg's like, I would like to show my mom how it works. Put me back up there. Come here, damn, Greg. Look. Greg's in the kayak, of the killer kayak. Greg is back in the killer kayak, sweetie. Baby, you got to really control it. You got to really jump in with some serious control, okay? Let me stop the wobble. I don't know how we can get this to balance better. When we had the canoe back at the other property and with the Golden Girls when they were young, they were really good at that. Maybe the canoe was heavier. Or I don't know exactly how I had the canoe tied up, but it didn't wobble near as much. Or, well, you know what? It had walls on it. The canoe has walls. The kayak does not. It doesn't really matter how old a goat gets. They all have that same curiosity to explore new things. Oh, no. Tilly's like, we're going to remove this equipment right now. My babies are not safe here. We're going to bring it all down. Just going to cut it all down. It's not going to work here. Nope, no good. Watch yourself, little Teddy. Mama wants it down. In case you're wondering, Tat is our playground monitor. He's the one who's going to keep everyone safe. No pushing, shoving, no running on the equipment, no sharp objects in your pockets, obviously, and no fighting, no bullying. Don't be too loud. And if you need him, he's right here. He's the ever watchful eye of Tat. Right, buddy? Your playground monitor. That's what your life has become. Playground monitor. All right, despite all of my efforts, these two here just want to play chase. No playground equipment required for a game of chase. Greg, Teddy, and yeah, that was a total waste of my time and very valuable resources that we've exhausted some very valuable resources here. We do have other goats walking up this way. Let's hope that they'll be more appreciative. This one over here, she doesn't want to play chase. She just wants to play love. Her game is called Just Love, which pretty much means just love me. Nobody else, just love me only. Scratch my ears and love me. Tilly just wants to play part-time mom. She's the kind of girl that brings her kids to the playground just to take a few selfies to show the world how amazing she is, and then she drops them back off with the other parent, and that's the last we see of her. Yeah, she's that kind of mom. Take your kid to the park, take a few pictures to show the world how great she is, and then she's done. After that, it's back, well, to doing whatever she wants to do. And of course, boys will be boys. A little game of shove here and there, just kind of prove who's the toughest. Yeah, I would say that the entire playground was a disaster. There's nothing you can say in the comments that's going to change my mind. I've seen it with my own eyes. What I thought was a really special place turned into not being so special at all. Nobody likes my playground. Starla's trying to make something out of it. She's trying to find some way to make something out of this. She just doesn't really know if it's just safe. It just doesn't seem safe. What's wrong, baby? What's not safe about it, sweetie? What's not safe about it, huh? That's a minor crack, sweetie. It's a minor crack. That's minor, baby. It'll hold.
Don't let your troubles fester. Come watch Longhorn Lester.
Yeah, something like that.